Hey everybody, it is a little bit early, so I'm going to sit here for a second and let some people get on while I try to decide how to cut this vinyl. Hope everybody is doing good. It is happy Wednesday. Hump day, yeah! I look really tired. Oh, and I am. I'm really tired, but get on here and do some stuff. I'm actually going to do a tutorial tonight. So I uploaded one earlier today, and if you haven't seen it, it was kind of late when I uploaded it. So hello. So we're actually going to do a tutorial tonight. So I have this little handy dandy cup that I stripped and spray painted white like 2 days ago. It's just been sitting waiting for today. So we're gonna work on it, and we're gonna use some vinyl and some foils from Southern Belle Glitter. So I'm just kind of sitting and waiting to see if anybody shows up. So regardless, I'm going to do the tutorial anyway because it saves me from having to film one and edit it and all that stuff. And I did get dinner on my shirt, so that's what happens when you have ranch dressing. So I hope everybody's Wednesday was good. Week's almost over. Mine's over on Saturday at 5 o'clock. So I'm excited. No big plans this weekend. Nothing going on. I'm going to relax. So I am going to go ahead and get started with the tutorial. So I'm going to move you guys down so you can see what I'm doing. So if I don't see any comment, oh, bouncy. If I don't see any comments or anything, then I'll get back with you whenever I bring you back up. Hey, Michelle. I'm in Texas also. I'm in Lubbock. And it's hot. As is probably where you are too. Trying to get this mat. I've got a lump in my little mat here and I can't. It's driving me crazy. Okay, I'm going to move you guys down. If I can. Let's try that again. So you can see what I'm doing. So this vinyl, I'll get you guys straight eventually, I promise. This vinyl is from Bright Swan. And it is 500-603. And I've had this vinyl for a long time. I've just never known what to do with it. So we're gonna work with it. Oh wow, you're a long way from me. That's all the way across Texas. So I'm going to take my tumbler template from a Crafty Veteran, and I'm just going to cut a V for a V split is basically all I'm doing. This is the easy part. I've never done this method. I've used foils before, and obviously I've used vinyl before, but I've never done this method. So this is new to me, and I'm also excited because I've never used Southern Belle Glitter's foil adhesive, and I finally got my hands on some. So I'm excited to use that too. Okay, so there's our template. And if you want to get these templates, she has, oh my gosh, she has a ton of them. She's got the V-splits for the 30 ounce to 20 ounce, which is this one. And then she's got like some diamond V-splits, and these are just cut out of acrylic, and they have little feet on them so they don't move on you when you're using them. So they're amazing, and they're not expensive at all. So I have her in the tutorial that I put up today. I have her linked in that tutorial. So it's a Crafty Veteran. So she's probably one of my favorites. She does a lot of V-splits and vinyl templates like I do. So, like I said, we've got our, this is a cup that I stripped. It's why it looks lumpy. It doesn't matter that it looks lumpy. I stripped as much of it as I could. It was just glitter under here. So, it's a 20 ounce skinny from Maker Flow. I think it's from Maker Flow. But we're just going to put on our template. And I'm putting this vinyl as close to the edge as I can get it. Because I don't want it all the way to the edge, but I don't want it, I don't want to have to glitter that top. It's strictly me being lazy. Not glitter it, but I don't want to have to put foil up there. It is literally me just being lazy. So I'm just getting my vinyl on here, and I'm just holding this really tight as I clip that little piece off there. And we're going to pray to the vinyl people that this goes on without any hitch for me, because sometimes they do and sometimes they don't, and this one is giving me fits. So Michelle, is it like really hot down there too? I can see a little bit of the comments. And if it gives you little bumps in your vinyl, like I'll either try to rub them out or I'll just poke a hole. This is not normally what I poke a hole with. So I think it's okay though. Most of this is rubbing out pretty well. This is what I love about Bright Swan's vinyl and Elena's vinyl. It, like, if you get any little wrinkles or anything, they all rub out really, really easy. Hello, how are you? Okay. I've got a few little bubbles in here. I'm just poking a little bitty hole and rubbing those bubbles out. The little hole will not show through epoxy, so I'm not real worried about that. I mean, you can see it when it's not epoxy, but once you get epoxy on there, it doesn't show up. All right, so we have our vinyl on, and this vinyl is so pretty. I just never knew what to do with it. So, all right, here's the fun part, what we're going to do next. And for y'all that, and Michelle, I don't even know if you heard this. You were the first one in here. This cup you can literally do beginning to end and then throw a couple of coats of epoxy on it and be done with it. So I'm trying not to pop my phone out of there. But you can literally put your vinyl on, and then we're going to put our foil on, and then we're going to stripe it and be done with it. It's probably better to do the striping after you epoxy it the first time, so that striping has something to stick to, because I'm going to be using, y'all know how much I love this stuff, but I'm going to be using the vinyl striping from Foils and Flakes because I don't have any gold vinyl to make striping with. So I may have to epoxy it before I put the vinyl, the striping on, but we're going to try it anyway and see if it works. But you can literally do this cup in one sitting, get a couple of coats of epoxy on it, and be done. So that's what I like about this way of doing it. So, excuse me. So what we're going to do now, I don't have to bring you down for this one. What happened to my, oh, there it is. So what we're going to do now is, I have got, and I told y'all I'm excited about this. Oh, let me show you the foil we're using. So what we're going to do is we're going to foil the rest of this cup. So the foil I'm using is from Southern Belle Glitter. And it's, this is so pretty. So that's what we're putting on the rest of the cup. I haven't used foil in a long time. I have a ton of it, but I haven't used it. Oh my goodness. Hey, Denise. That's hot. See, we're at like 105, but our heat index is not that bad. I feel like I'm right up in y'all's face. Yeah, our heat index is not that bad. Ugh. It just makes me cringe. I'm not used to the humidity. Up here in North Texas, well, in the Panhandle, we don't have humidity. So I'm like, ugh. We're going to use Southern Belle Glitters foil adhesive. And I don't know if you have to shake this up or not. I'm going to use my fingers. I'm not going to use a brush. You can use a little makeup brush. Actually, yeah, I'm going to use the makeup brush. But you're going to use this, if you guys have used Tack It before, you're going to do it just like you would. Oh, and I forgot to tape off my tumbler. I do this every single time. It's okay. I'll just be careful. If you've ever used Tack It before, this works the same way. So you're going to put this, and I'm sorry, y'all. Here, let me move you down just a little bit. You're going to put the, I'm getting used to this stupid little thingy. You're going to put this on your tumbler. And I'm probably going to get it on that vinyl, but it is what it is. And I'm kind of being generous with it. And I'm just trying to be careful around the vinyl. I would normally, when I'm paying attention, I would normally tape off the vinyl, but I wasn't paying attention. So it is what it is. But again, if you've used, if you use Tack It over and over before, it's the same thing. So you're going to put a coat on, and I've heard people say they use 2 coats, and I've heard people say that 1 works. I am going with the Queen of Foils herself, Miss Dixie Darlings. If y'all have not watched her, you've got to go give her a follow and watch her. She's amazing, and she's super sweet and super kind. And you will learn all things foil if you watch her. Okay, I did get a little bit on the vinyl, but it's going to be covered up with the striping, so we'll be okay. Okay, so in a normal scenario, I would set this off to the side and let it dry for like 15-20 minutes. We're not going to do that. What does it say on here? It says this says let it dry for 40 to 60 seconds with this one. So apparently it dries faster than Tack It. So anyway, I'm going to go shoot my heat gun on this real quick, and I will be right back. I'm standing right here, literally. Okay, I think I've got it tacky enough. I'll switch you, Denise. I will happily switch you. Okay, so if you put this on any other color base besides white, it's going to dry clear. It goes on white and dries clear. Since I'm putting it on a white cup, obviously it's drying clear, but you can't tell. So we are going to just take this, and I'm going to try to do this without crinkling this vinyl, because I really don't want, I don't want it to look all distressed and whatnot. So I'm just rolling the vinyl up. The bottom, I don't really care. So I'm just going to take my little squeegee tool and just kind of rub this off. I've never used Southern Belle Glitters foil adhesive. I've always used Tack It over and over, and I've always had to go and put 2 coats and all that drama. So hopefully this works. I've heard this works better. So I'm going to be the first one to tell you that I'm not great with foils. I'm too impatient. I don't wait long enough. I don't rub it long enough. But I do know you can go back over it, so, you know, like there's a little spot that probably didn't get tacky enough. But it's okay because of what we're going to do next. So you can always go back in and try to get those little spots you missed. And this did work a lot easier than Tack It, that's for sure. So I may start using foils more now that I have something that will adhere it better. And I'm just kind of getting, like I said, getting some of these spots that we missed. This foil is really pretty. Okay, so here's what we've got. I think this looks really pretty. I'm going to have to find a pretty decal to put on this. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm so excited. It's prettier in person. So now what you can do at this point, if you want to, and I've thought about doing this, I don't want to mess it up, but you can take some mica powder that's just like a shimmer mica powder. Let me see. I think I actually have some. Let's do it on a little section and just see what it does. So I've got this Cajun Sparkle from Mr. Nola's Glitter. This is a silver one. So it shimmers silver. I'm just going to do it on a little spot just to see, and you probably won't be able to see this at all on camera, but just to see what it does. We're going to put it all over. And I'm going to make a big mess right here on my mat because I didn't put anything underneath it. But this is actually going to give it, I've seen people do this. I've never done this before. But this will give it a little bit of a sparkle. I do know that much because I have put this in my epoxy before. So Mr. Nola's Glitter has there's a silver and there's a gold. And I meant to grab the gold, but I grabbed the silver, but that's okay because it's going to look pretty. So if you miss a spot with this, it's not really going to matter. This will also fill in any little, like, areas that you missed when you put the foil on. So that helps too. So I don't know if you can even see this on the camera at all. So I'm going to kind of burnish that. So have you, I know Canada's, it's hard to get stuff. Hold on. So have, what is the shipping? Like if you were to order from Southern Belle Glitter, and if you were to order something from Southern Belle Glitter, what's the shipping charge? Is it like super, is it that expensive? Because I really have no idea. So, you know, I buy from Bright Swan, but she only charges like $11.50 or $13 for shipping or something like that. It's not terrible. So the Southern Belle Glitter is the best. Those are the best foils. They're easy to put on. Even if you use tacket, they're easy to put on. And she now has UV DTF decals. So I actually got some from her. I'll show y'all before we get off of here. But yeah, I love her foils, and her glitter's amazing too. But I really don't know. Like, I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna get a brush. I'm just gonna brush off the excess right onto my floor, because you don't want that mica clumping up on your foil either. Okay, see, I don't know if you can see this, Denise, but if you can even see that sparkle. Yeah, it's really, really hard to see, but it's sparkling. It's definitely sparkling. So now I am just going to, and I'm sorry I'm flipping you back and forth, but I am just going to get my, I'm going to go ahead and put my, I'm going to try to put my vinyl striping on. Hopefully it sticks. It should. Foils, this is from Foils and Flakes, and it's usually pretty good. And I think I said in a video on one of my tutorials, I was like, don't use that cheap striping tape off of Amazon because it won't stick. Yeah, this sticks pretty well. You just have to be careful when you cut it. That you don't cut through that vinyl or the foil. I do that all the time, and I don't ever finish my thoughts. I noticed it today when I was editing that video that I put up today. I was like, I start off a sentence and I like never finish it. And I think I do it all the time. That's so pretty. You can barely see that, but I kind of like it. I like if I had some striping that was like this turquoise color, I'd put it on there too. But it's very pretty. And it's just dainty and pretty and simple. and it's now ready for a decal. I don't have one handy to put on it right now, but we'll get that epoxied. So that's our tutorial. I know, it is hard to see. And my light is not the best, so I'm trying to think. The only other thing I have to do is I've got cups I've got to clean, but that's boring to watch. So y'all have any questions? Did y'all see the tutorial I put up earlier today? I'm kind of impressed with this cup. I really like this Southern Belle foil adhesive. When I was doing, Denise, when I was doing painting, there was some supplies that we could only get from like Australia or Canada. And there's a supplier in Australia of mica powders. And her mica powders are so pretty, but you have to order them online, and they come from Australia, and the shipping was, it was a lot. So I know the feeling. It's not fun. But it is what it is, I guess. There's nothing we can do about it. So retail is retail. So, well, guys, I know I wasn't on very long, but I really don't have anything else to do. I really don't. I'm trying to think. I can see that mica powder floating around in the air. It's like little sparklies. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Wow. Well, if I hear of anything in Canada, I'll let you know. All I have is a vinyl supplier in Canada. So, but I don't know. I know of two places you can get foils, and that is at Southern Belle Glitter and Artistic Studio. And I haven't had any of Artistic Studio's foils since I very first started, and that's when foils were kind of like anyway. So I don't know how good hers are, but if I hear of anything, I'll let you know. You'd probably find out before I would because you're up there, but just in case. So but yeah, I think I'm gonna find some turquoise. Whoa, I almost pushed it right over the edge. I think I'm gonna find some turquoise to put. See, yeah, it kind of blends in. I see what you're saying. It kind of blends in with the gold on the cup. So let's see if I can find some turquoise striping and put on there too, because I think that would be pretty. Maybe, you never know. And you might, I don't know if you'd want to do this or not, but you might actually call Southern Belle Glitter and just talk to Cindy and see if there's something you can do to get it, because I know I know a lot of suppliers will work with people that are out of the country as far as shipping and stuff like that. So you never know. I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask. So, but yeah. Super excited about this cup. It turned out really pretty. I'm glad I used this vinyl and not the vinyl I was going to use to begin with. So, yeah. Yeah, I can see that. That's crazy, though. Well, how far, okay, this might be a dumb question because I think you've told me, but how far are you from, like, the border? Like, or can you just, like, take a drive and, you know, into wherever part of Canada you are, into Washington or whatever? Or are you, like, far? Because I was going to say, next time if you ever come to the U.S., just stop and grab you some stuff. I don't know. I don't have any suggestions. I really don't know. Like, for me to drive to the border, it's like a day. So, like an entire 24 hours. So, I just didn't know. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else I've got. And I really don't think there is. So, I think I'm going to jump off of here and go jump in the shower. And I might go to bed early tonight because it's been another long week. We have been slammed busy at the store. So, it's crazy. I did, however, start making keychains and bracelets because tumblers right now are a little bit hard to sell just because of the economy. So, trying to do something a little bit more affordable. I think I did. I haven't done a tutorial on here, but I did one on TikTok. And they're just these little beaded ones. They're super fun to do, and they're super cute, and they're cheap. Like, it's cheap to make. Oh, okay. So that's not, I don't know Canada, so I didn't know where anything was, but so that's probably not an option. Well, if I hear of anything, I'll let you know. And if you, I mean, call Cindy over at Southern Belle Glitter, and like I said, she may work with you. So you never know. Like I said, it doesn't hurt to ask. And you know, when they're the only supplier, and this is from me being in retail, if they know that they're the only supplier that you can get stuff from, other than, you know, maybe one other one, they're probably going to be more willing to work with you anyway. So I have not done a tutorial on these because I am just learning how to do these. So I actually just learned how to tie these like 2 weeks ago. So, and it was by me watching tutorials. So I've made a ton of them, and they're super cute, and I've sold a bunch of them because, you know, they're only like $6. So I have a ton of them on my website, and I'm doing like, now these I have seen all over freaking TikTok, but I'm doing the beaded pins too. But around here, you know, the only people that really see that stuff on TikTok is people that do this. So these you don't need a tutorial on. It's basically you take this little top part off, and you stick the beads on this stick right here, and you put the top back on. These, I'm not going to do a tutorial on these until I'm comfortable enough to do it. So I'm still, I mean, they're sturdy, but they're probably not as tight as they should be. This one is. This one's a little bit tighter. But maybe eventually I'll do one. But there's other people out there that can do that a lot better than I can. So I'm not doing the tutorial on those quite yet. But I've even done some little round ones. These were tricky. I couldn't figure this one out. But I made a little Halloween one with a little fluffy. And every one of these, like, I want to keep. But, like, I don't think they're tight enough. So I don't know. I'm still learning. I'll figure it out. But they're super fun to do, and they're super cute. And I can actually sit in the living room with my husband and do these on the couch and stay in there with him. And I'm not closed up in here in my craft room. So, which I need to clean. So my little glitter shelf over here is a mess. I just have stuff kind of scattered everywhere and it drives me nuts. So I need to clean. I need to clean my mat under my turner. It's ridiculous. So, okay. So for real this time, I am going to jump off of here. And thank you for coming. Thank you for hanging out with me. Denise, if I hear anything, I'll let you know. And if you hear anything from Cindy, let me know what she says. I mean, it would be nice to just even know. So, I will see you guys again next week. And there won't be a tutorial next week because it was basically this one, and I'll upload this one tomorrow. So, because I think it stays, I don't know. I think it stays private until I actually physically go upload it. I'm not sure. I'll go look. But anyway, I'll have this one uploaded, hopefully with some turquoise striping on there. And I think that's it. So I hope y'all have a good week and have a good weekend and all the things. And I will see you guys next week. Good night.